Welcome back to the lab. Today I will show you the top 3 upgrades I found to protect the DJI Neo when crashing. When I first bought the Neo, I flew it only in normal and sports mode and did not experience any crashes. I saw that there were protective upgrades you can do, but they seemed unnecessary. Then I started to fly in manual mode, and even though I practiced a lot in a simulator, I ended up crashing and breaking something on almost every flight. So I got the gear in this video to help with that, and I think the last upgrade can save a lot of money, so be sure to stick around for that one. This is the propeller guard upgrade. At first I thought this upgrade was really silly. My Neo already came with propeller guards. Why would I upgrade to the exact same thing? That's not an upgrade. Well, it turns out that the color they picked here, I guess this color is called background gray or something. It's really hard to find the Neo once you crash it. So sometimes I've been like 1 meter, 2 meters from the drone and still couldn't see it. So the reason you want these is because of the color. So hopefully now it will stand out better against grass or gravel, and I can see it when I crash it. Let's weigh the Neo before the upgrade. And it weighs 135 grams. I think this is the exact specification of the Neo. Now to install these, it's simple. You simply remove the old ones by pulling on the latches here. That will get the old guard off, and then you put the new one on and align all of the clips here. And the same thing for the second one. And there we have it upgraded. Now it should be a little more visible when I lose it. Let's weigh it after the upgrade. And now it weighs 141 grams. So this upgrade actually added 6 grams. This is the bumper upgrade. You put this on the side and it will protect the Neo when it bumps into something. And I noticed that my propellers break quite frequently. I'm not sure if this is going to help, but I'll give it a go. And I noticed that you cannot put this on when you have the upgraded propeller guards because it won't fit. So I had to take this off and go back to the original ones. So I took these propeller guards off now because I can't have them mounted at the same time as the bumpers. And the bumpers are orange anyway. But these propeller guards actually have another feature that I didn't realize, and I will show you that later in the video. Now we're back to the original propeller guards and we can put the bumpers on. And when you do that, you have to take care to watch out for this notch here, because they are not the same. So this one has the notch here and the other one has it here. That means that you need to check which side you put it on. You see here the Neo has this protrusion here on this, but on this it goes all the way. So you want the notch to go there. So this is the wrong one. Let's pick the other one. And now we have the notch aligned with the propeller arm here. So let's go ahead and try to put it on. And once you have it aligned correctly, it's actually a very snug fit. It will not come off easily here. So I think this is good. And now we just have to do the same thing for the other one. And now the bumpers are there and they are snug, and I think this will work well. Let's weigh it after the upgrade. And now it weighs 146 grams and the original was 135. So this upgrade added 11 grams. This is the gimbal anti-collision protection upgrade, and I think this one will actually save me money, because if you break the propeller, that's quite cheap and easy to fix. If you get indents in the body, it will still run. If you dislocate this, you can just push it back. But if you break the camera, well, then you basically need a new drone, because that's very expensive to fix. And this actually happened to me. I ran this manual mode full speed into a street lamp post like this. And after that, I get these kind of black dots in the camera. I think some plastic or something has broken those inside the camera and is now blocking the view. If you know how to fix this, please leave a comment. But I think maybe I will need to send it back on DJI Care, but that still costs money. To install this upgrade, you remove these 2 screws here, and after installing the guard, you use the longer screws that came with the upgrade, and they also included a screwdriver to do this. And after you get the screws loose, you want to keep them in a safe place, because you may want to return it to the original state. Now let's put the frame on. And now I think it's aligned properly here. So let's use the longer screws to fasten it. And given how tiny all of this is, I try not to over tighten this. Just make it a snug fit. And there we go. Now the protection is installed. And when I crash it the next time, hopefully the camera will not absorb the shock. Instead, this guard will absorb the shock. And of course, all the load will be on these screws, but hopefully that will hold up. And I would rather these break than the camera. Let's weigh it after the upgrade. Before it was 146 and now it's 150. So this upgrade added 4 grams. So there you have the 3 upgrades. Now remember, I told you the propeller guards have an extra feature? Well, let me show you what it is. Yes, they glow in the dark. But who would want to fly the Neo in the dark? Wait, I want to try it. This turned out to be really hard to capture on camera. After cranking the ISO way up and the shutter speed way down and doing some really bad color grading, I could only manage this. How would you have handled this recording? Please let me know in the comments. Okay, that's it for this video. If you found it interesting, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And now you probably want to watch this video next. So go ahead and click that and I'll see you there.